Deep exhalation first, followed by deep inhalation. Retain the breath for as long as possible. Then exhale consciously. And during this process, make sure your body is relaxed and the mind is not wavering, wandering anywhere. It should be focusing on the breath. And as you focus only on the breath, the mind will get quietened automatically. That will lead to a very peaceful mind. That peaceful mind is the preparation for dhyanam. So, with a mind that is quietened mind, one should do dhyanam. It is called nididhyasanam on supreme absolute reality, which is Brahman. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. Shanta upasita. With a quietened mind, one should do upasana, dhyanam. And this kind of dhyanam is called nididhyasanam. After understanding what is Brahman, after studying Vedanta Shastras, understanding Brahman, the dhyanam that you do is called nididhyasanam. And so the mantra says, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. The dhyanam is that everything around us, verily the absolute truth, only truth is Brahman. Rest all is only relatively real, which arises from the absolutely real principle, which is Brahman. That's why Brahman is called Tajjalan here. That from which the Srishti, Sthiti, Layam happens. Creation, sustenance, dissolution happens. That is called Brahman. And the way to do dhyanam is to focus on this meaning of this mantra. A about the presence of the absolute reality. Since this Brahman, Brahma Tattvam, Brihattamatvad Brahma is infinite, vast, difficult to focus, Upanishad mantras point out that the same supreme principle, Brahma Tattvam, which is the nature of pure consciousness, is also available as the only reality of the individual. Your own reality, absolute reality principle present within you is the same pure consciousness, now technically called as Atman, which is responsible for the functioning of all the sense organs, both your organs of knowledge, organs of action. So Upanishad mantra says, Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Mano Yad Vachoha Vacham Sav Pranasya Pranaha Chakshushash Chakshuhu Atimuchya Dhiraha Pretyasmal Lokadamrita Bhavanti. So it is the ear of the ear, Shrotrasya Shrotram. That means what? Ear cannot function without the presence of pure consciousness. Similarly, Manaso, Mano, mind can never function without conscious principle. Yat Vachoha Vacham. Similarly, speech. So, Pranasya Pranaha. And verily, even the prana cannot exist without the Supreme Brahman, which is Atman now within the individual. Chakshushash Chakshuhu, eye of the eye. That means what? The real principle which cognizes the name, the form, and the color is the eye. So, Chakshushash Chakshuhu, one who understands his absolute reality present within the individual as pure consciousness. Atimuchya dhira pretya smallokad amrita bhavanti. So, knowledge of the absolute reality bestows immortality, and this person who understands, internalizes, establishes oneself in this supreme Atma Tattvam goes beyond the cycle of samsara and no more subject to birth and death. So, how to proceed systematically to obtain this absolute knowledge? Let us further study the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvigham Kuru Medeva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashiva Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Tutismati Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Dehaja Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. All of you chant Yam Brahma loudly, switch on cameras. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Nimyaistamaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishader Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Now chant these 6 shlokas with clearly understanding the meaning. Switch on cameras and chant sincerely. Om Shri Ganesha Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatma Bhavasthaha Dhyanadipena Bhaspata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Now chant these 5 shlokas to help you manage all your daily ups and downs. Turn cameras and chant this to understand how to manage the relatively real universe. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Baye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite Ananyas Chintayanto Mam ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम् मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. So understand this ultimate truth. प्रपंचो यदि विद्येत निवर्तेत न संशयः मायामात्रमिदं द्वैतम् अद्वैतं परमार्थतः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः. ओम नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अण्डमं व्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी. ओम. Now let's chant shloka number 36, which we learned in the last class. Arjuna uvacha sthane hrishikesh tava prakirtya jagat bahrishyatyanurajyate cha rakshamsi bhitani disho dravanti सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्घाः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. And also happy Tamil New Year, Solar New Year to people in the US, and upcoming New Year tomorrow. Actually, Sankran happened this evening, late evening. So the New Year for the solar New Year will happen in India and the eastern part of the universe of Earth tomorrow. West Coast they have ahead of the East Coast. So happy New Year. So 2 shlokas. So I thought I will tell tomorrow morning. So for the benefit of people in the US, I will tell 2 shlokas for the new year, which all of you in the US can chant today itself. And for people in India, Singapore, other places, chant tomorrow morning. So one shloka is before reading the Panchangam. You read the Panchangam, right? After you should do Panchanga Puja and read the Panchangam. This is something you chant every day. Panchanga Phalashruti, you please know that shloka you chant. What is that? The 5 aspects of Panchangam. Panchangam means 5 aspects that govern a day. And all these are connected with sun and moon only. Okay. So, Tithi, Varam, Nakshatram, Yogam, and Karanam. I don't have time to go into all the details of the technical calculations of all these things. It is nothing but the map of the sky which is being presented in front of you. That means what? See, I told you one sloka. Daivadhinam jagat sarvam mantradhinam tu daivatam tanmantram brahmanadhinam brahmano mama daivatam. What is important point? Daivadhinam jagat sarvam. The entire universe is governed by the divine forces, the divine light. That means what? All these heavenly bodies. So earth is also governed by the heavenly bodies. And so importantly, 2 important planets, sun and the moon, impact us continuously. And there, what? The degree, that what the angle in which both of them exist is this 5 things, and also moon, where it is present, in which constellation. That is Tithi, Varam, Yogam, Nakshatram, Karanam. From that, the entire Jyotisham is developed. Shloka is Tithescha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushyavardhanam Nakshatra Dharate Papam Yogad Roga Nivaranam Karanat Karya Siddhim Cha Panchanga Phalamuttamam. Means what? Tithi. Today is already Shashti in the West Coast, Panchami here. Santa Panchami, Shashti. So you should know, if you once you look at the Tithi, mentally pray to Tithi Devata, everything is Devata. Tithescha Shriyamapnoti. One acquires lot of fame, yashas, through fortune, through remembering the Tithi Devata. At least say, what is the Tithi? That means what? The lunar day, not your calendar, English calendar. The lunar day, Tithi. Understand, no? Prathama Ditiya. From after Paurnami up to Amavasya, from Amavasya to Paurnami, like that. Then, Tithescha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushyavardhanam. If you remember the Vara Devata, today is Sthiravasara Yuktayam, both in US and India. Means what? Saturn is the governing principle. Saturn also gives long life. So, remembering the Tithi Devata gives you what? Sorry, Vara Devata gives you Ayushyavardhanam, long life, healthy life. Nakshatra dharate papam. What is the star? Check the star. 27 stars are there. Yogad roga nivaranam. What is yogam for the day? Karanat. Karanam also is the particular half the tithi calculation. Karanat karya siddhim cha. So understanding Karana Devata, you success. So this is 5 aspects. Chant this sloka. Study or read the important aspects of Panchangam. Know how many. If there is any Grahanam, eclipse, point out all the days you should mark up. I told you, mark out all the days early, beginning of the year itself, so that you don't miss out. Any auspicious day, if you miss out, you will not get the punya phalam of doing those, whatever religious activities on that particular day. So make sure you remember key aspects of the important days and read the Panchangam. So chant the Panchanga Stuti, Phala Stuti. Then there is one sloka which you can chant when you are taking the neem flower, that you do, neem flower jaggery. So to bestow good health, prosperity, write down. Shatayur Vajra Dehaya Sarva Sampat Karaya Cha Sarvarishta Vinashaya Nimbakandala Bhakshanam. Write down. Oh, Shatayur Vajra Dehaya. So when you are taking that, in Kannada we say Bevu Bella. In Tamil, you do that manga pachari, with that, that flower of that neem tree, neem leaf. And then with jaggery you mix, and then you do that thing. When taking, you should chant it. Shatayuhu Vajra Deha. Yeah. So let me be bestowed with 100 years of very healthy life. There's no point living 100 years having a lot of problems and diseases and everything, right? Shatayuhu Vajra Deha. Vajra means what? Like a diamond. Your body should always be energetic, shining. Shatayur Vajra Deha. Sarva sampat karaya cha. So it's not enough to have only healthy body. What is the use? If the body is only healthy, you will be eating and sleeping. Sarva sampat. You want all the wealth. What? Ashtalakshmi is there, no? Like that. All the wealth. Oh, Virya Lakshmi, Vijay Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, everything you want. So all the wealth. Sarva sampat karaya cha. Karaya means bestow on me. Sarva sampat karaya cha. Sarva arishta vinashaya. Let all the bad things, let all the sorrows, problems, anything that is bothering my mind be totally removed. Sarva arishta vinashaya. Nimba kandala bhakshanam. Nimba kandalam means technically it is the softest leaf of a neem tree. Here it is a neem what? Flower. So the neem flower that you have to, I don't know whether you get in US or not. Can you getting it? I don't know. At least mentally, you see the picture in the somewhere. Take a picture. Ask your people to send a picture of this, neem flower. Look at it and say, Nimba Kandal Bhak. You cannot eat, you can only what? That's why there are some disadvantage by being in US. So if you plan early, you can take it from somebody can transport a lot of this there and then distribute. Anyway, plan early next time. Very nice sloka. Can you all chant now? Shatayur Vajradeya. Even neem leaf is fine. You're not able to take, neem flower, fresh neem leaves. Don't take dried neem leaf. Fresh neem leaf. Every day, if you take even one leaf, you'll have excellent health. No problem, health will come. We used to do it earlier. My Guruji's class. Somebody will get fresh neem leaf outside. We'll all take 2 leaves and go. Just like that, you can take. Should be washed and clean. Okay. You all chant. Shatayur Vajra Dehaya Sarva Sampat Karaya Cha Sarvarishta Vinashaya Nimba Kandala Bhakshanam. So like that, as I keep saying, every aspect, every step there are slokas to connect with the divine, to lead a very religious life. And when you lead such a life, just always tune to the divine, your mind will be peaceful and things in the world will not happen the way you expect. I keep on saying, yes or no? Does everything happen the way? How do you keep the mind calm? Only by connecting divine and say, Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Whatever happens, if people are doing wrong, they will get the result. And that's what we're going to see in the 11th chapter. Now, sloka number 36. After a brief silence, Arjuna has started speaking. But he is what? Still in a frightened mood, but now turning into devotion. What are the 3 phases? All of you open your ebook. Can you all open your ebook? What are the 3 different phases that Arjuna goes through? Sloka number 15 to 22. Arjuna's expression of wonder. So, everything is fine. So, you ask for something, wonderful comes, you are all very happy. So, Arjuna also was feeling very happy. Expression of wonder. Oh, we say in Tamil, no, so many things are there, is it? All that is seen, never before seen by anybody. Then, afterwards, what happens? When he focuses on the destructive aspect of Bhagavan, sloka number 23 to 29, expression of what? Wonder turns into bhayam, fear. And when he is very fearful, scared of the fierce form of Bhagavan, he asks, what happened to you, Bhagavan? Why are you like this? See, we always think Bhagavan means what? Always should be like very good friend, do whatever we want. We ask him. But Bhagavan also will give punishment. Please understand. Same Bhagavan. What is Shloka Bhagavan has told? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham. So, abhyuthanam adharmasya, to make sure that the adharma is totally destroyed. Then paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkatam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So, you'll make sure that dushta shikshana shishta rakshana. So, fierce form, Arjuna is very scared. So, shloka number 23 29, expression of fear. Now, from 30, 31 was brief questioning. And then Arjuna was there, no, what is happening? Why Bhagavan you are like this? Then 32 to 34 and including what Sanjaya said is what? Sanjaya says number 35. So 32, 34 is Bhagavan's answer to Arjuna's question. What is the answer Bhagavan is giving? What is the form Bhagavan has taken? The form of the mighty time and the destructive force to extinguish people whose time has come. And that I explained, that is dharma. It's not that Bhagavan comes as Krishna, 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 takes something and keeps on killing people, or like in a modern way, takes a gun and keeps on shooting. That's not the understanding. Please understand that it is dharma. Each one, whoever is supposed to die, will die in a particular way. Nimittam, something will happen, right? Somebody will survive even a huge building collapse. Somebody suddenly will slip also and get a serious problem, right? So we don't know that. So that is Bhagavan's what way to deal with people who need to get the right result based on dharma. And so finally now Arjuna, after understanding Bhagavan is really the source of creation, sustenance, solution, his expression turns to devotion. Shloka number what? 23, sorry, no, 35 to 45. We have started this shloka. 35 is actually Sanjaya is saying something in brief. 36 to 45 is the right one. So Arjuna is saying here, what? So you are the supreme. So it is absolutely important and it is a duty of all people to worship you and glorify you. So the entire stuti, shlokas is glorification of Supreme. Why should you glorify? Many people say, sir, why should I keep on glorifying Bhagavan, sir? What are you doing? You are glorifying somebody else. If you are not glorifying Bhagavan, you are glorifying some political leader or think about somebody else. Glorification doesn't mean no, only chanting. Other ways, no, your mind is occupying or not. Your mind occupies so many people, so many things, so many instances. Why? Because you hold them in very high esteem. Tell me, why should somebody, some politician, some person, I don't know who all you all people follow. That's why all people follow, no? They follow somebody in Twitter, they follow somebody in what? Facebook, and all this. Why? That is also glorification. Please understand. Doesn't mean only sitting and praying is only the only form of glorification. Anything that occupies the individual's mind is because you give a very high status, esteem to that. That is glorification. Here, Sanskrit shloka, we are chanting. And so, expression of glorification. If you don't, that means what? What is occupying the mind is what is being glorified by the individual. So, what is the best way to purify the mind? Best way to purify the mind is to have the mind focus on the purest, no, tattvam, the greatest principle, the purest principle. That is Bhagavan. Are you getting the point? Why praying to Bhagavan purifies the mind? Why chanting all these slokas, stuti, glorification? Purifies them because the mind is occupied. Once the mind is occupied, the Yadvacha vadati tat karmana karoti, Veda mantra says. So, whatever the mind thinks, then the words will come, then the actions will come. Everything will center around the divine. That is how you purify yourself. So, Arjuna is saying it is but proper the entire world is what? Delighted. So when you think about Bhagavan, your mind should be calm, peaceful, and delighted. Don't say, morning I do Sandhya Vandanam, Madhyanikam, Sayam Sandhya. Some people no very strict in the house. Unless you do Madhyanam, no food. So, my mother doesn't give food, so I do Madhyanikam. So don't complain and do. Thank Bhagavan that you're given the opportunity to do all this systematically. With delight, you should do all your prayers. Also, mind becomes calm and peaceful and gratified by chanting all these names of Bhagavan. So I keep saying at least chant at least once a week. Vishnu Sahasranamam on a Saturday. Lalita Sahasranamam on a Friday. And that is the way to systematically understand how to glorify Bhagavan or Devi, whichever form you want. So, your mind will be peaceful. And there are other people who are wrongdoers. Wrongdoers always afraid of the right principle. Yes or no? Who runs away from police? You tell me. When police come, people start hiding. They'll run away. Why? Who are the people? Will you and I be afraid of police? People who are Wrongdoer will be afraid of the person who is going to enact the law. So there are demons who are running away in all directions, and Bhagavan's presence is felt. And so, similarly, any bad thoughts, bad omen, anything is no occupying the mind, once you chant Bhagavan's name and you remember Bhagavan, all those will vanish. So, learn all the shlokas and keep on chanting. That's why from childhood, I say that you'll teach the children all the shlokas, keep on chanting shlokas. Then, at an appropriate time, if you get the right eligibility, learn Veda mantra, which are more powerful. Then, mantra japam, then dhyanam, then Vedanta Shastra Adhyanam, then dhyanam moksham. That is the path. So, demons who are wrongdoers are running away, whereas siddhas, all the munis who have done a lot of tapas, they continue to what? Go down to Bhagavan, pray to Bhagavan, because they know their success has been because of only Bhagavan's grace. So, PVA is done for shloka number 36 or not? To be done. Okay. Arjunaha uvacha. Sthane He Hrishikesha, Sambodhana Vibhakti, He Hrishikesha. Should remember who is Hrishikesha, what is the meaning of Hrishikesha, I told you. Hrishikesha. Let us see whether you remember. Okay. Hrishika plus Isha, Hrishikesha. Okay. Tava Prakirtya. Very good. One has completely controlled all the sense organs. Tava Prakirtya. Jagat Prahishyati. Jagat Prahishyati. Ati Anurajyate. Anurajyate. It's not Anurajyate, it is Anurajyate. So, Jagat Prahishyati. Jagat separate. Prahishyati separate. Anurajyate. Rajyate, Anurajyate. Cha. Clear? I have broken the word. Huh? Rakshamsi Bhitani Dishaha Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sanghaha. Clear? Okay. Now, Anmaya Arjunaha Uvacha. Don't count that. It is a prefix. Okay. Now, He Hrishikesha. Hrishikesha, very clear. Huh? Second word itself. Sthane. Jagat. The complex word. Jagat. Prahishyati. Cha. Anurajyate. Clear? Prakirtya. So, Prakirtya, where is it? Exactly end of the first padam. Prakirtya tava bhitani rakshamsi dravanti dishaha cha sarve siddha sanghaha namasyanti. So when you do Anvaya only, you will know that namasyanti should be connected to siddha sanghaha. Here, now look at the meaning. Arjunaha uvacha. Arjuna said, now what? Arjuna is coming out of fear, turning towards devotion. Sometimes extreme despondency, extreme fear, extreme problems can turn the mind into two ways. If you have been a follower of Dharma, by God's grace, you will turn towards devotion to Bhagavan for solution. If you have not had the right opportunity, right what? Satsangam, a despondent mind will turn towards what? Adharmic ways for gratification. Yes or no? Also on camera, many of you not camera on. So, are people going to adharmic ways, wrong ways to gratify the mind? Yes or no? Why? Because they have not got the right advice. Satsangam. Satsangatve, Nissangatvam, Nissangatve, Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve, Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve, Jivan Muktihi. So, Whether you are turning devotional, spiritual, either because circumstances or problems, or as a natural path, satsangam, once you get satsangam and continue to stick to it, if you drop off in between, problems will come in plenty. Please understand. People think, what is there? I'll skip the Gita class, I'll skip satsangam and go back to doing all lokikam. You see, try, no. Let me tell you, you can stand upside down. The only way to get peace of mind to be in satsang, and be as much as possible, follow the right way of life and follow the religious path, understand Vedanta, Jnanam. So, here, what is happening? We are talking about what? Rakshamsi Dhravanti. They're all running. That means are running. And Dishaha. So, where did we stop? We are doing, no, Jagat Prahrishyati is, okay, Prahrishyati. Okay. He Rishikesha Sthane Jagat Prahrishyati Cha Anurajyate Prakirtya Tava Bhitani Rakshamsi Dravanti Dishaha Cha Sarve Siddhasangaha Namasyanti. So, hey, now the meaning. Arjunaha Uvacha. Arjuna is saying what? Hey Rishikesha. Hey Bhagavan. Here Rishikesha means what? Rishika Isha. Means what? Who has controlled the sense organs completely. Master of sense organs. So don't say Rishikesha. Rishikesh. Because what? Rishikesh. Actually, the original is Rishikesha. Rishikesh. So Rishikesha. That means what? Kesha of Rishis. Means you're supposed to see a lot of Rishis, even a lot of hairs. Say Rishikesh. Okay, anyway. Vyavaharam is different. That's why when you come to Vyavaharam, the whole thing turns upside down. That's why you see in the world, when you understand Shastram, Dharmam, Vedas, Vedanta, whatever you look around will see full of errors. My Guruji says. When I see somebody saying something on TV, immediately I don't, he says, he doesn't see TV, but immediately finds out 10 mistakes. Simply one shloka, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, somebody is chanting every day in Shankarati morning, 6 o'clock. Full of errors. 8 errors are there in that shloka. So, that is why what happens? Be tolerant. Don't even know, interact with the world. Understand Shastra fully, continue. So, Rishikesha. So, Master of Hey Bhagavan, Sthane. Sthane means it is but proper. It is the right way. It is the right way. What? Jagat, the world. World means world with all people. Prahrishyati. Though all people are delighted, the world is delighted. Hrishyati, what? Feel happy. Prakarshena hrishyati, delighted, delighted by, delighted, and cha anurajyate. Anurajyate means feel a sense of what? Gratification, calmness, composure, feeling of contentment. Anurajyate. How? Prakirtya. Taba. Prakirtya. Kirtya means what? Praising. Prakirtya. Prakarshena kirtya. Glorification. So write down in bracket all the shlokas, the stutis, Veda mantras, everything that are chanting are nothing but glorification of Supreme. What is the Sahasranama? Vishnu Sahasranama you are chanting. 1,000 names or glorifications of Lord Vishnu. Similarly, when you're chanting Rudra Japam or what? Chamakam, you're praying for getting something. Like that, any of the Veda mantras or shlokas you're chanting or glorification of the Supreme. Prakirtya tava of you. So Arjuna is saying, you are the Supreme. So the best way for people to get peace of mind, that is composure, gratification, and also attain delight is by glorifying you. So one group, first group, okay. All the people or followers of Dharma will definitely stick to, that is the Vedic way. Please understand. Difference between our Vaidika Dharma and other dharmas is that there is a systematic process of chanting first loudly, then slowly, then mentally, then mantra japam, then dhyanam. So you withdraw slowly internally. So systematic process through which you can purify the mind. All other systems say have a pure mind, be kind, so speak the truth. For all these things, what should cooperate? Your mind should cooperate. But how should you make the mind pure? They don't have a method. This is the wonderful method discovered by rishis, and this is the only way. Chanting all this stotra, that's called glorification here. Prakirtya. Tutya, write down. Stuti. Then, and Shruti. Shruti means what? Vedas. So all those things you chant. Tava, of you. That means karmani prayogam, by praising Bhagavan, by chanting the names of Bhagavan, chanting slokas, so many slokas. That is why, what did Adi Shankaracharya do? In fact, he didn't write all the slokas in the beginning for information. The first scripture he wrote was Vishnu Sahasranama Bhashyam. Means what? Commentary for Vishnu Sahasranama. Then he wrote the commentary for all the Prasthanatraya Bhashyam, Brahma Sutras, Upanishads, 10 Upanishads, then Bhagavad Gita. Only later he found, anyway, very little people will attend Brahma Vidya classes and understand Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras. So let me compose slokas for the name of all the different gods, starting from Ganesha, Sri Ganesha Pancharatham to what? Ganga Stuti, Yamuna Stuti, everything, Yamuna Ashtakam, Ganga Ashtakam, everything, rivers, everything, all Bhagavan, Subramanya Swami, Parameshwara, Krishna, Rama, Narasimha, also Narasimha Swami. So, Karavalamba Stotram, all that why did he do? Because that is the best way to purify the mind, get composed, calm. Only with the calm mind you can go to the next step. That is the beginning of the religious way. So he says, mind will get calm and also delighted. So energetic mind ready for the next step. Once you do all the chanting properly, your mind is prepared to ask the right question. Keep saying, why doesn't the mind ask the right question? Mind is asking a lot of questions. Why is this person like this? Why is one going this way? Why is one telling all? We keep on asking all the wrong questions. Have you ever asked the right question? Who am I? What is this world? What is this? Who is Bhagavan? Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. The moment the mind dwells on thinking about these three key principles, what is the truth behind all these three? That is when you're right. For asking the right question, the mind has to be prepared. Yeah, so much you'll say prepared. Prepared. Then only your mind will start asking the right question by all this chanting. So, Prakirtya, Stutya, of you. Okay, one group. So one group is taking advantage of Bhagavans, present either physically or through symbols representing Bhagavan. The other group, very mention of Bhagavan, what they will do? They will run away. So, like very mention of police. So, if people are trying to rob a bank, so group of theirs, suddenly you tell them police is on the way, they will take a different direction. Instead of going to the bank, they will go in different direction, right? So, like that, demons. That means what? Wrong elements are there always. It's not only present day. They're always there. So don't say why the world is like this. The world is always having different people who are doing wrongdoers or no. Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. That's why in twins are there in every Yuga. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, Jarasandha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, in Treta Yuga, all those things, right? So, frightened demons, Bhitani Rakshamsi. See, Rakshasa is the word, Rakshamsi is Bhuvachana. Frightened demons, Rakshamsi, Bhita. Rakshamsi doesn't mean one who needs protection. The word Rakshasa itself means selfish people who inflict injury on others for their self-preservation. Rakshasa and Ashura are slightly different. So not much. Rakshasa are selfish. Everything that acquire. If anybody is saying something else, they should not have. Should be given to them. So they inflict injury and acquire. Acquisition. That is Rakshamsi. Bhitani means what? Frightened. Bhitani rakshams. The frightened demons. What are they doing? Are they praying to Bhagavan? No, they also pray to Bhagavan once in a way to get all the powers. But after that, when they are doing wrong, Dravanti, they run. Dravanti means running. Dishaha in all directions. Second group of people who are wrongdoers, afraid of Bhagavan is afraid of dharma. So they are running in all directions. And Arjuna is not a very coherent way. Arjuna is saying, whatever is coming to his mind is saying, cha, and sarve siddha sangha. Sangha means group. Siddhaha means what? People who have attained lot of success. There are munis. There are people who are attained the ultimate. Siddha sangha, hosts of siddhas, group of siddhas. What are they doing? Namasyanti. They are bowing down to Bhagavan and they are continuing their prayers. So, here Acharya Shankara is saying, Yat Jagat Prahrishyati Praharsham Upaiti Tat Sthane Yuktam Ityarthaha Atava Vishaya Visheshanam Sthane iti Yuktaha Harshadi Vishayaha Bhagavan Yataha Ishvaraha Sarvatma Sarvabhuta Surat cha iti. So, that Bhagavan who delights everybody. That's the meaning for getting delighted is what Acharya is saying here. Now, continuing, is justifying now why praying to Bhagavan is the right thing to do. Suddenly, Arjuna has become very, very devotional, forgotten his role, what he's supposed to do. He has started doing praising Bhagavan. Luckily, Bhagavan is there to take care of other things. It's like going to a war and then sitting there and what? Klam Bharadharam Vishnum Umbhu Mamopat. No, like the battlefield, Arjuna is now started to do the effects of saying all the shlokas and stotras. And because now his mind has become very, very devotional, the mind is overcome with devotion, all these words will come out. Shloka number 37. Now, like a puzzle is saying this. Shloka number 37. Arjuna Uvacha Kasmachate Namaren Mahatman Gariyase Brahmano Pyadikartre Anantadevesh Jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Sadasat Tatparam Yat. Arjuna Uvacha
Kasmachatena namaren mahatman
Mahatman
gariyase brahmanopyadikartre anantadevesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasat param yat.
very good. Also together. Arjuna Uvacha Kasmachate Nameran Mahatman Gariyase Brahmano Pyadikartre Anantadevesha Jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Sadasat Tatparam Yat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So he's saying the previous sloka, it's a continuation of the previous sloka. Arjuna had told that it is the right thing for all people to do is to praise you, chant your names, chant glorifying words about you, stuti. So why should they not do it? Why should they not be doing prostrations and chanting on you? Because you are greater than Brahma also. At last, a new discovery. Arjuna is now declaring that you are greater than Brahma. See, overcome with devotion. Mind is at least saying the right things. So he's saying here, you are greater than Brahma. So, Brahma, and who is Brahma is also qualifying. Brahma is the first creator, the first created and the first creator, the chief creator. It means only after that all other people, all other entities will create. So first creator and the first created, both together. Here first creator is what Arjuna is saying. So Brahmaji, that means what is the fundamental principle. He himself is praising you. Right? That means what? His existence dependent upon you. All our existence depending on Brahmaji, because only Brahmaji creates, you can be here. So Brahmaji himself is praising you. That's why when Brahmaji, that means what? It's like this. When your boss is saluting somebody, you also will salute. Yes or no? Huh? Your boss is actually respecting somebody, you will say, ah, who is this person? You will say that? What will happen? You will get fired. Be careful. So, whatever your boss does, you'll go along the way. That is the corporate culture. Do you know? I'll tell you something very interesting. In Japan, I've been there many times, totally many years there, totally. Even the seating order in Japanese meetings, the boss will be in the first, the junior most will be in the last. That's how it will be. So much of adherence to hierarchy. So here, hierarchically, Arjuna is saying, even Brahmaji is praying to you. Here all what? Mere instruments of Brahmaji. No, you're all small beings. So, Brahmaji is praying to you. We also, why should we not pray to you? But right, all beings are always praying to you. And Brahmaji, the first creator, is praying to you. And all other qualifications adding. So, you are limitless. He has seen physically. We are only saying based on knowledge from Vedas and Shastras. He has seen physically. Because it's of Brahmaji within Bhagavan, right? So you are limitless. Also, you are the ruler of all the gods. See, suddenly remember so many things. So you are the ruler. All the gods are all there in Bhagavan's form. So you are the ruler of all the gods. Remember? Vasus, Rudras, forgotten, Ashwini, Ashwini Kumaras, everybody, right now? All the gods are existent. And finally, what? You are the abode of the universe, which we forget. The entire universe is resting on Bhagavan. Yeto va imani bhutani jayante janmadyasya yataha. Second sutra of Brahma Sutras. Bhagavan Vedavyasa says, why should I know Brahman? Athato Brahma Jignasa. First sutra. Let us now, after doing all the preliminary work, try and investigate what is this Brahman. So somebody said, then somebody asked a question, why should I know Brahman? I got other things to do. So many things to do, acquire things, enjoyment, everything is there. Because Janmadyasya yataha, Janmadi asya yataha. The fundamental source of the entire creation, the entire abode of the universe is Bhagavan. And now he's saying further, you are both the cause and the effect. Both Karanam and Karyam. So why? Karanam because he is the Moolam. Karyam effect because as dharma, the right effect will happen. So both the cause and effect, everything is you only. And you are that imperishable truth, ultimate truth, absolute reality, imperishable truth. And he is now so much, his mind is engulfed with devotion. He says, there is something beyond that, you are that also. Okay. You are the imperishable truth. Is actually ultimate. Something even is beyond that also. You are that principle. That means nothing can be greater than you, or greater than the greatest, the fundamental, the greatest principle. So all that is praising Bhagavan. Why? From fear, his mind has moved to that of devotion. So look at the Padavibhaga Anmaya for this shloka. Kasmat cha te na nameran. Nameran is word. Mahatman gariyase brahmanaha api adikartre. Brahmanopyadikartre. Brahmanaha api adikartre. Adikartre is one word. Okay. Then Ananta. Hey Ananta. Sambodhana. Hey Ananta. Devesha. Jagannivasa. They're all what? Synonyms of Bhagavan. Hey Ananta. Hey Deve. Hey Ananta Devesha. Jagannivasa. Tvam aksharam. Sat, sat, asat, tat, param. Sat, sadasat, tat, param. Sat, asat, tat, param, yat. Clear? 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, what? Neyam yattat pravakshyami yajnatva amritamashnute anadimat param brahma satasan nasaduchyate, beyond sat and asat. So anybody who's attended that class, go and revise 13th chapter. Wonderful chapter. Entire what? Advaita Vedanta is being taught there. So now Arjuna is giving a glimpse. Sat, asat, tat, param. Sat, asat, or two, something beyond that, yat, whatever is there, you are that. Okay? So now look at the meaning. Very nice. Means what all aspects is covering. Some aspects shows Bhagavan's lordship. Some aspects show Bhagavan's greatness. Some aspects show Bhagavan's real function, is the abode of the universe. And really, finally, Tattvam, the principle, Bhagavan beyond name and form, what is Bhagavan? So, all aspects, Arjuna is somehow, all things he has heard from Bhagavan. What? 7th chapter, 9th chapter, remember, 2nd chapter, all that he has understood, that all that Khichdi is now presenting into Bhagavan, saying that it's a priest to Bhagavan. So, look at the meaning. Because Anvayana, okay. He Mahatman. So, once again, Sambodhana. He Mahatman. Kasmat cha te. Very easy beginning. Kasmat cha te na nameran. Double negative, positive. Na nameran. Oh, kasmat cha te na nameran. Gariyase api brahmanaha. So to study. Gariyase api brahmanaha. Gariyase means what? Greater. So, you know the shloka, right? Swargadapi gariyasi. Janani janma bhumischa. Swargadapi gariyasi. So, gariyase api brahmanaha. Who is Brahmana? Brahmaji Adikartre. So, what adjective for Brahma? So, api brahmanaha Adikartre. So, up to here is one group. Now, all different aspects of Bhagavan. He Ananta, Devesha, Jagannivasa. This is one aspect of Bhagavan, second group. Third group is all the principle. Tattvam. Tattvamasi. Like that, Tattvam is being told here. Asat, Sat, Tvam, Tad, Aksharam. Somewhere heard the word Aksharam? Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Aksharam Yat Param. So once again, Asat, Sat, Tvam, Tad, Aksharam, Yat, Param. Anvaya is clear? Aksharam Brahma Param. So anybody can confirm? PVA team, Anvaya is clear? Okay? Nobody is saying. That means what? Should I do Anvaya again? If you want, let me know so that you can complete Anvaya. Should I do Anvaya again? I'll do again. Okay. He Mahatman. Last word of the first padam. Okay. Kasmat cha te. Beginning itself. Na nameran. Continue, very easy. Gariyase. Very simple. First word, second padam. Api brahmanaha. Brahmanopyi. Api brahmanaha. Brahmana api. Who is that? Adikartre. He Ananta. Continuing. Then very simple, straightforward. Devesha. Jagannivasa. Only the last word that should, last button word. Asat sat. Sada sat should be made into sat, asat, asat, sat. Anvaya. Tvam tad. Tvam is what? Tvam aksharam. Tvam tad. Tad comes from tat param. Tvam tat aksharam. Yat param. Clear? Yat param, last two words. Clear? Anvaya is clear now? Okay? We will chant sloka number 37, end the class, and We will continue in 12 hours. That is Saturday morning, Sunday morning India, Saturday evening US time. So chant shloka number 37 again. Arjuna uvacha kasmachatena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmano pyadikartre anantadevesha jagannivasa त्वमक्षरं सदसत्तत्परं यत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम तत्सत् कृष्ण 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 शुभमस्तु समस्त सन्मंगलानि हरि ओम नारायण लेट्स प्रे to Bhagavan that the new year, now that solar, lunar, all new year has come, what is the name of the new year now? Krodhinama Samvatsare. Now start with that. All of you be patient. Don't get very excited. The year itself will push you into Krodham if you're not patient. Pray to Bhagavan to get patience this year. Okay? Narayana, Narayana. Hari Om, Narayana.